Hey everybody, this is Pete from iSatori. We're here today at World Gym San Diego, where I want to show you how to build a wider, more powerful back. Come on in, let's get started. Hey guys, today we're going to target the back. We're going to do 4 powerful exercises designed to target the back from several different angles. The thing about back that you want to keep in mind when you're trying to develop it, there are a ton of different functional angles that you can take it through. We can take it all the way from center, elbows pointed downward, elbows pointed back. We can hit the lower lat, mid lat, upper lat, teres major, minor, rhomboids, and traps. We're going to target all of those. Traps we'll leave to shoulder day primarily, but between the teres major, minor, the rhomboids in the center of the shoulder blades, and the lats all the way through, we're going to blow them all up. We'll put a lot of blood into all of them with 4 or 5 exercises. We'll see how we go as we proceed. We'll start with close grip lat pull down. What I want you to focus on when you do this one is keeping your elbows close to the torso towards the front. By keeping a narrower grip, we're going to utilize more of the lat muscle based on the way that the lats pull and wrap around the body. Focus on the arch. Really squeeze the shoulder blades together and down. Open the chest, shoulders down and back. That's going to bring a ton of good squeeze to the lats, mid and lower. Check it out. Really watch the arch. Now the funny thing about lats and lat pull down is, with a traditional wide grip lat pull down, you actually work the upper lats, but a lot more of the teres major, minor. We'll finish with that movement. Puts a lot of stretch in the back as well. But when you're trying to target the mid and lower lats, this is a great way, with a little bit closer grip, closer angle, a more anterior lean to the pull down. With the arms, you're going to put a lot more right into the beef and the belly of the lat. Try that, see the difference for yourself. Play around with your different hand positions. There's no wrong way to train back and lats, as long as you're safe and careful. But this one is going to put a real effective punch right into the belly of the lats. Now we're going to move on to a little bit more lat thickness with one-arm dumbbell row. Next, we're going to move on to a very basic, very standard one-arm dumbbell row. This is done with 2 variations. You have one where you're pulling the elbow back towards the hip, and that brings the dumbbell back. You want to stretch forward and pull down. That's going to work a lot, put a little bit more focus on the lower lat. The other nuance to it is if you take that elbow, as you're stretching with the dumbbell, come across midline just a little bit, lift the chest, keep the shoulder low in both variations, but in this one specifically, bring the dumbbell across the body and come just a little bit away from the body. So you're really trying to pull more with the mid part of the lower lat. So you're pulling here across the body, coming out. We're going to do this exercise back to back. We're going to do the stretch and the close to the body elbow, tucking in, focusing on the lower lat with a really good arch, shoulder low towards the hip, chest up, stretching forward but never rolling forward. And then after 7 to 10, we'll put the weight down, we'll take a breath, readjust our grip, and we'll come across the body for more of mid-lat focus. This is a fun and a challenging one. Check it out. Now in that one you can see we pull down, get a really nice lower lat crunch, and then we pull across. Get mid lat, ties in a little bit of the rhomboid as it's pulling that scapula into the back too, for complete back development. Remember when we first started, we talked about the fact that the back is a complex muscle group, tons of angles. Now we're starting to hit it from all the different angles. Great pump. Now we move on to our next exercise. Okay. Our third exercise, really our 4th, if you count the dumbbell row as 2 separate exercises. This is our seated cable row. This is going to target, depending on how low or how high on your torso you're pulling the bar back, a variety of different angles. The lower you pull it towards your belly button or your hips, while keeping a vertical upright posture, the more you're going to target mid and lower lats, which for me, for example, that's where I'm trying to target on my physique. But the higher you pull it, the more the center of the back, the rhomboids, and the upper mid lats you're going to feel with this exercise. It's an awesome exercise, several different variations. I'm going to demonstrate for you a lower pull targeting the mid and lower lats. Now make sure when you do those, you get a good stretch forward while still keeping the torso up in a nice upright posture with the chest up the entire time. You don't want to roll forward because then that's going to start to activate the lower back. As long as you keep a nice tight torso in an upright position, you can get a nice stretch, really good contraction without any jeopardy of the lower back. Now we'll go on to our final exercise, wide grip pull down. The last exercise for the day is going to be a traditional lat pull down with a wide grip. We're going to do two variations. We're going to do a pull down to the front and then a pull down behind the neck. For those of you with shoulder injuries or complications, you may want to avoid pulling behind the neck because it does place the shoulder in a vulnerable position. If you're warmed up and your shoulders are healthy, it's a real great exercise to really target the bottom part of the trapezius between the shoulder blades, right around the rhomboid area. This will target total upper back overall, especially the teres major minor and the upper outer part of the lats. Either way, it's a great stretch, especially when you've got a nice full back, tons of blood in there, real good pump from the previous exercise. Check it out. Now, as you may have noticed, I did a couple of pause reps in the posterior portion at the end of that exercise. I did that to really just focus and grab at the bottom all of the entire muscles, all of the muscles of the entire upper back. Tremendous exercise. If you do them back to back, front first, back second, front first, back second, you get an awesome pump, a really good stretch. It's a great way to put the finishing touches on total back training. Thanks for joining me. That was an awesome workout. I'm going to get back to my Restorate, have a nice recovery shake. We'll see you guys next time. There you have it. I hope you enjoyed that training session. One more tip. Awesome. PWR. Try this before you train. For more information, check out our fan page, my fan page, or isatoritech.com. Until your next workout, kill it.